Good morning, friends. Now this is the concept about strings. So here, first of all, we have to know the definition of string. In a C program, a string is a sequence of characters terminated with a null character. So here, string means nothing. It is sequence of characters or group of characters is a string. So a sequence of characters is a string terminated with a null character. Every string end with null character. Every string end with null character. So here, generally to store a single character, we need one variable which is character data type. To store group of characters, that is string. To store a string, we need one array. Array should be character data type. So to store any string, we should use one array. So here example char C. Now C is array, data type is character. So in this array we can store any string. So I am storing C string. C string is a string. Total word C string is a string. We can represent string with double quotes. So single character we can place in between single quotes. String we can store in between double quotes. So we can represent the string with double quotes. So C string is a string. We are assigning this C string to array C. So C is array which is character data type. So C string will be stored in array C. So as usually first character C will be stored at position of C of 0. C is array name, 0 is index. First character C will be stored at the position of C of 0. Second character is space, that will be stored at position of C of 1. Third character S, that will be stored at position of C of 2, and so on. Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. So C of 0 to C of 7, 8 characters will be stored. C of 0 to C of 7, 8 characters will be stored. Next, 8 characters will be stored from C of 0 to C of 7. And then in definition we told that string will be end with null character. So last character always in the string is null character, that will be stored at C of 8 position. Okay, total 8 characters will be stored from C of 0 to C of 7. 8 characters will be stored. String will be end with null character. So last character is /0, that is null character, will be stored at C of 8. Right. So we can store the strings like this. Next, we are having 3 different ways to read the strings. We can explain one by one. First one is called static method. So hash include stdio.h, generally header file, because we are using printf function. Program execution will be start with main function, and here char z of 100. Char z of 100. Z is the array name, size is 100. So in this array it is possible to store total 100 elements. All these elements should be character data type. All elements should be characters only. So array declaration, this is char z of 100 is array declaration. Array data type is character, size is 100, array name is z. So char z equal to, so here I am assigning the string statically to this array. That string is we are representing in between double quotes. That is I am learning C programming language is the string. So this total string will be stored in array Z. So Z of 0, it is having character I. Z of 1, it is having character space. Z of 2, it is having character A. Like this, total characters will be stored in array Z. Last character should be /0, null character. To store this dot also will be stored. After dot, we are storing /0, null character, to represent end of the string. That's done automatically. Next, so in this array Z, it is having this string. I am learning C programming language. Next, I am using printf function, printf %s comma Z. So printf function is the output function. It prints the output. %s is format specifier. To print one integer value, we are using %d. To print one float value, we are using %f. To print single character, we are using %c. Like to print entire string at a time, we are using %s. To print entire string at a time, we are using %s format specifier. Next, then this total string, I am learning C programming language, will be stored in array Z, and that string from this array Z, that string from this array Z will be stored here at the position of %s. Next, return 0, it comes from main program. Next one, second one is reading the string by using scanf function. Same, hash include stdio.h into main. Next, char name of 20. So here this is array declaration. Name is array name. Size is 20, so it stores maximum 20 characters. All characters should be character data type. Next, printf function. In printf function, I am writing that enter name. So automatically we get the enter name message in output screen. Then we are giving the some name. To read that name, we are writing scanf function. So the name which we entered, that will be read by using scanf function. So we entered the name. Name means that is a string. To read that entire string, we have to write %s. To read that entire string, we have to write %s. So this %s will read the total string, and string will be stored in this array name. Total string, entire string will be stored in this array name. Name is one array. Name is array. Size is 20. So this array name will stores maximum 20 characters. So what the name you entered, that will be read by the scanf function. That is string, so we are writing %s. The total string will be stored in array name. So no need to write here ampersand. No need to write the ampersand, because this is array. So when you are writing this array name, from that string, first character will be stored at name of 0. Second character will be stored at name of 1. Third character will be stored at name of 2, and so on. And finally it stores /0, that is the null symbol representation. Next, so that entered name will be stored in this array name. Then we have to print that name simply. So we are writing printf function. Your name is %s comma name. So we are getting the output like your name is. At the position of %s, it prints the string from this array name. So we are getting the output. And next one, and third one, we are reading the string by using gets function. We are reading the string by using gets function. Here gets is the predefined function. We are using this gets function to read a string at a time. So gets is the predefined function. To use this function, we have to write the header file string.h. to read this gets predefined function, we have to write string.h header file. Hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h. We are using string.h header file because we are using gets function. Next, char s of 30. S is the name of array. It is having maximum 30 elements. All are character data type. As usual, we are asking enter the string in printf function. Then we have to enter the string. Then to read that string, now I am writing gets function. So this gets function will read that string at a time and will be stored in this array s. This gets function will read the entire string at a time and will be stored in array s. So from that entered string, first character will be stored in s of 0, second character will be stored in s of 1, third character will be stored in s of 2, and so on. And finally it stores null character /0 because string end with null character. Last character in array s is /0, that is null character, string end representation. After that we are writing the printf function. In printf function we are writing you earned percentages comma s. So here we are printing that message you entered percentages. At the position of percentages it is printing the string. So output is, first we are entering the message enter the string. I am entering Lendi. Lendi will be stored in array s. Next, you entered percentages. At the position of percentages it is printing the string from this array s. So output is you entered. In s it is having the name Lendi. So you entered Lendi is our output. Next, string operations on strings. We are doing 4 operations on strings. First one is string length, second one is string copy, third one string comparison, fourth one string reverse. So for doing these operations we need array. So first one is string length. So here in string length operation, first we have to read one string and we have to store that strings in one array, and then we have to calculate how many number of characters in the string. So total number of characters in the string is called string length. So by using this string length operation we are calculating number of characters in string. For example, string is hello, the string length is 5 because it is having 5 characters. Next, string copy. So here we are using 2 arrays. First array stores string. By using string copy, here we have to copy that string to the second array. So in first string we are having hello. We have to copy that string to string 2. So then automatically this hello will be copied to second string also. In first string, string 1 is one array. In this array it is having the string hello. We are copying this to string 2. For doing that, string 2 is equal to string 1. The content from string 1 will be copied to string 2. So in string 1 it is having hello word, that will be copied to string 2. Next, string comparison. In string 1 we are having the one word hello. In string 2 we are having another word hello. Both are same. In string comparison we have to compare the content from string 1 and string 2. If both are same, we have to give the message both are same. Next, string reverse. In one array we are taking one string hello. So hello is the string we are taking in this array string. Next, in string reverse we have to reverse the content of the string. So after reversing the string we have to get the message in reverse, that is OLLEH. Thank you.